Are you a basshead and you still want a very decent sounding earphones? I mean, apart from all that heavy bass, you want a good mids and a good highs. Then definitely you have a very good option for you. That is Sony Mdr 55AP. These earphones are just amazing. I mean, they come under a price tag of rupees 2000. And how is the sound quality, the comfort, build quality, and the main thing, how is the sound quality? And I've already did that. So let's start the video. Let me just first tell you one thing, that I was literally blown out by the bass that it delivers. But before that, let me just tell you, these earphones are super comfortable. Although the earpiece is quite big in structure, but somehow they manage to be so light in your ears and the so perfect angle of sitting that you don't even have to make some kind of effort in placing them or adjusting them in your ears. I mean, the only effort required is to just place them in your ears, nothing else. They just automatically rest in your ears with so ease. So in terms of comfort, they are super great, and although the tips definitely supports you well. Coming to the aesthetics and the build quality, trust me, these earphones are as expected from a brand Sony. The build quality definitely is a concern here. These are crafted very well. The cable quality is really good. They are flat and they doesn't tangle so easily, and if there's some time, then definitely it won't be taking much to resolve them. Apart from that, the mic controller is plastic made, but quality is again very decent. The driver housing is made of metal and plastic both. I mean, the Sony really try to give them a very premium finish and to look different from the competition, and they really do. The design really feels sophisticated and premium as well. Coming to the mic quality again here is really decent quality. I mean, the vocals are clear and they are loud, so you can take all your calls and matters hassle-free. One thing I really about these earphones is the isolation. I mean, they are not even so tight in your ears, but once you place them, you definitely to some extent cut yourself from the outside world. And sometimes I have tried that even on the bike, the air does not enter into the ears. So that is a really good thing I like about these earphones. Now let's just jump to the main thing, that is an audio quality. How does these earphones sound? I mean, the Sony literally says that XB, and these are XB, Mdr XB series, so means extra bass. The bass is spectacular. The reason I'm saying this, because the sub bass response is really amazing, and the mid bass, trust me, is explosive in nature. But apart from having that emphasized bass, the quality of the bass and the depth in the bass is really appreciable. You really got a very decent thump and as well as depthness in your bass, and as well as a punch too. I mean, not this one, that one. The reason the bass is so high is actually related to the specs. I really don't like talking about the spec sheet because that is something that you are really aware of. But this time I'm forced to do that because the frequency response of these earphones is insane. It is as lowest as 4 Hz and it exceeds to 24,000 Hz. I mean, it is even beyond the human hearing range. But the things are really appreciable here because of such a low frequency response of 4 Hz. I mean, I think this is the reason why these earphones are capable of producing such a kind of bass. I mean, the sub bass is the lowest frequency response, which lies from frequency of 20 to 60 Hz. I mean, seriously, the sub bass response is something that you cannot hear, but it is a thing that you can feel in your ears. Vocals here are decent. I mean, one thing I appreciate about vocals, that tones are very good and they have a quite powerful energy in them. But apart from energy, they are really capable of coming front. I mean to say, the vocal doesn't feel very recessed. I mean, like the bass is the prominent part of this earphone, but apart from that, the vocals still doesn't feel very underpowered. They can really withstand their position, so vocals are really good. Highs, in simple words, are clear and audible, but the highs are not very bright in nature. They doesn't have that kind of a spark or a shine in it, but still they are clear and really very well audible. These earphones are seriously loud, and why they are so loud? Because they have sensitivity of 112 decibel. Yeah, you heard me right the first time. It is 112 decibel and they are seriously very loud. And one thing I really like about these earphones that they doesn't distort even at higher volumes, and the bass doesn't tend to distort, or sometimes it doesn't feel like it is going to be just burst out. It feels so at its place. I mean, all the sections are really decent. Apart from having a very heavy bass, all two sections are not being heavily compromised. So overall this is a very good sounding earphones, and one word answer: they are not better than RHA MA-390, but still, if you are a bass head and you want a very good bass but a good vocals as well as a good highs, then definitely this is going to be an option for you. And as like always, if you still have any kind of queries, then definitely do tell me in the comment section down below. And thanks for watching.